Hi, it's Kara. Welcome back for this week's Spirituality with Bling. Today, we're going to continue with the theme of energy by using the map of consciousness to talk about the 4 stages of awareness. But first, let's recap what we've discussed so far. Hopefully, you've completed the Boost Your Bling Transformation Tool activity to identify your vibrational level for every area of your life. If you missed it, you can use the link on the screen to go back to that video from 2 weeks ago. Then, last week, we added Abraham Hicks' emotional scale to the map of consciousness and talked about using your awareness of how you are feeling in order to shift your energy from a low level, like fear, to a higher level, like optimism. The strategy we used to do that was to go general with your thoughts until you could get to a better feeling place. Why are we talking so much about energy? Because your overall vibrational level significantly impacts your life experiences. Let me say that again. Your overall vibrational level significantly impacts your life experiences, which I think you'll understand better after this video. Remember, living above 200 is what David Hawkins called living from power. Okay, so that's a recap of what we've discussed so far. Now, let's move forward. We pretty much ignored the column on the Hawkins map of consciousness labeled God View when we did the exercise. But today, we're going to incorporate that by discussing Michael Beckwith's 4 stages of awareness. This will be another tool for you to use to evaluate how you are viewing the world now and how you could view the world if you want to feel even better. So, in the first stage, you believe things are done to me. This stage equates with everything below 200 on the Hawkins scale. If you look at the life view column, you will see how you would feel with this life view. You are miserable. Your life is tragic. You view the world as a frightening place with antagonistic people out to get you. You view God or a higher power as being vindictive, condemning, punitive, and vengeful. This is the God from the Old Testament in the Bible. This is a God view and life view created by the ego. In this view, you are a victim. You have a powerful blame story. If you ask a victim about their life, you will get a story about how somebody else or some force did something to them, and that's why their life is so miserable. They are not to blame. They live from a why me attitude. Why is life, God, the economy, my family doing this to me? It's actually progress and evolutionary to reach the view that maybe it's not all about me. Maybe life, God, the economy, my family, is really indifferent. Because from that stage, the victim can transform through courage by the process of empowerment to the 200 level, which is a huge shift of believing in a life view with feasible possibilities. This is the beginning of Beckwith's 2nd stage of awareness, where things are done by me. In this stage, from 200 to 499, you become aware of the power of your thoughts and begin to practice intention. You understand that things are not just happening to you, but that you're participating in what appears to be happening to you by your thought patterns, your beliefs, your attitudes, your opinions, your perceptions. As you change your thoughts, your life transforms. You can see the progression in the process column from empowerment to release to intention to transcendence to abstraction. In this stage, you become aware of metaphysics and universal laws, of oneness and alignment. Your thoughts are mostly positive, good-feeling thoughts, and they attract more good-feeling thoughts, so your life improves. At the highest level of this stage, you become willing to let go and surrender your ego control because you have experienced the underlying order of the universe and you welcome the transformation to stage 3, which is things are done through you. This is from 500 to 600, love, joy to peace. In this stage, you are in the zone. Things happen effortlessly. Artists and athletes talk about this feeling of channeling a power or force. In order to do that, you need to surrender, release, and let go. But in this stage, you understand that you are not surrendering to a God or a force outside of yourself. You are surrendering to your own inner power of oneness, your own inner power that is divine. You are an instrument, a channel, an opening for the oneness of life. Then, in stage 4, there is no separation. You are not the channel. You are divine power. This stage, above 600, pure consciousness and enlightenment, is where things are done as me. The veil that separated you from your inner divinity has dissolved, whether for an instant or for a longer period of time. Some people talk about having a white light experience that changes their life view forever. Wayne Dyer's latest book spends a lot of time talking about his coming to the I am God awareness. Jesus and Buddha both describe this stage of awareness, the reality that our life and the life of the divine are really the same life, that we are it. So, how do you use this information? Well, for some of you, if these are new ideas, then just the awareness of these levels of awakening can open you to a paradigm shift, a new way of looking at the world and your place in it. So, let the ideas sink in, mull them over a bit, and see how they feel. Some of you were probably having aha moments, and immediately this resonated with you. For others, you may be experiencing a lot of resistance to these ideas because they contradict your current paradigm or belief structure. If that's the case, just store the information, because what I've found usually happens is that you will come across these ideas again, maybe in a different form, from a different teacher, or when you're in a different or more receptive place. The next way to use this information is to look at the areas where you rated yourself below 200 and be the watcher to see if you are creating victim stories around the topic that was of interest to you. Last week, we used money as an example, so we'll stick with that. Are you telling yourself victim stories about money? Are your money woes because the government won't fix the economy? Or because the 1% is hogging all the wealth? Or because your company downsized? Or because your parents wouldn't pay for college? Do you think life is unfair? Are you just waiting for the next bad thing to happen because you are a victim, because your life is hopeless, or because God is vengeful? Just your ability to identify these thought patterns, just becoming aware that those patterns are there, just that awareness allows you to begin to change them. Your thinking will begin to shift. That's the best way to use this information for right now. So, for this week, continue to notice your thoughts, especially for the areas of your life below 200, and catch yourself if you start telling victim stories. If you have questions about this that you want me to answer, either email me or leave a comment below or on the Facebook page. If you have a specific example from your life that you want me to apply this to, send it in. If you're watching this on YouTube, come over to the website to get the Transformation Tool activity and subscribe for updates. Well, that's it for this week's Spirituality with Bling. Have a great week, and thanks for watching.